Alright, so finished welding. I painted it. So now I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna use a very light amount of grease on here. I don't want to cake this with grease because it's you don't want grease and oil and such attracts dirt, right? So I don't want a whole bunch of dirt all over everywhere. So real light amount, and this is right underneath the chain, the sprocket, and usually when it's right beneath there, there's always this certain amount of oil that comes out when you oil the chain. Some of that oil is gonna drip out and get onto the kickstand, especially once it the kickstand, once it leans over, it would definitely get oil on it. So I'm just putting on a really light amount. I don't want to have any excess in there. So I got a light amount in there. Got a light amount on my boat around this, the smooth spot right here of the boat. Let's see, what else would I need it? I think that's it. I guess I could smear some on the thingamabob right here, but I got the oil on, or the grease on here, so I don't think I need to grease this. I don't even think this paint's dry. I mean, I barely painted it like less than an hour ago, so it's probably not even dry. It's probably tacky. Let's see. No, it's actually not so bad. It's not. Yeah, it's a little bit tacky over the thickest spot, but right here, it should be okay. I don't think I got much paint around that spot. So this is a 17 millimeter. The nut on the back side is a 14 millimeter. So let's put this on. So this leg here, the back side is actually threaded. But the thing is, you don't want to cinch it down, because if you do that, because it's a fork, right? And it will clamp tight. And that's what you don't want. You don't want it to be tight. You don't want, you don't want it to have a that you don't want it to be clampy. So that's what the nut is for. It's actually a lock nut. It's actually a lock nut. So it will lock, or it has a locking. It's a locking nut, but also it's used as a lock nut to lock against the back piece. So that way, let's see. See, it's still nice and loose. Still nice and loose. Right? Interesting. There's a little bit of a gap here too. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know if this is the right bolt for this. It should be, but who knows? I think I mentioned I got this as a kit from a fellow Adventure Ride forum member. Dude's name is Eric. His username is what's his username? Honda Clubber or Honda Cubber? Cubber, I think. Cub as in like the Honda Cub. Oh, dang it. One leg with the other leg. So I just got this angled handle socket wrench not too long ago with a flex head. So far it's working pretty good. It's kind of, I'm not sure about this application, but other application it seems to be okay. Okay, that should be good enough. So now for the spring, there's a certain way to put on the spring. The spring should be put on like so, like this orientation. So this right here, this length, it clears the bolt back here, the nut. All right, and it should be on the far side. If you're on the close side, it'll hit right there. So it'll be like that. Hook it onto the top here, and you need a spring tool, or you know, you could do with pliers and stuff. But man, that's tough. This is my spring tool, like so. And that's it. Up on top, down. Look at it. See, let's look at the angle. Hopefully the angle all works out as it should, but you'll know until you try. So that, and it kind of goes up a little bit, which is good. Looking at it from the top, it's pretty much, looks like it's pretty much parallel with the swing arm, so that's good. So it should be all nice and out of the way. Bring this up. Everything clears, right? Everything clears. Bring it down. Set it down. Sweet. There we go. Now we've got a, you know, basically a kickstand. Oh, this thing doesn't have a, little whatchamacallit right here, so that way you could, it clears the back here, so you could kick it down. You know, like on my other bike. See the little thingamabob right there that comes out? That's where you kick your shoe or your foot will kick that. So it, when it's up like this, it's kind of hard to, I guess you could, well actually this thing is right here, it's in the way, so it wouldn't really matter. I guess you could just with your feet, you could actually just go like this back here, like so. But I guess that'll work. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. Let's look at it. See how much it leans. Leans over. Let's see. So it doesn't lean over that much. Let's look at how much that. So it doesn't lean over as much as my, well actually it's about the same. The angle's about the same. The lean angle's about the same. So yeah. So there we go. Let's see if this forward angle is right. Right. So because remember this orientation of this piece right here. Remember with this fat part right here, the angle. It was up this. It was, you know, the end here comes up too much. This leg right here will actually be angled instead of being angling forward. It'll be like more. You know, think of. I guess you could look at the. If you drop dead center of this straight down, this feet should be ahead. If the feet is behind that, the bike can basically when you leave it over, and let's say the wind blows or whatever, or maybe slight downhill, the pressure will actually cause it to kick in. So the angle looks like it's right. Yeah, so that's it. Let's do it from the back here. All right. So it is in past everything, so it should have clearance. So might lean the bike over. Yep, plenty of clearance. Looks like it hit the down here or something first. But yeah, I'm glad I have that. It'll make life a lot easier with this kickstand. Sweet. Alright, so anyways, thanks for watching. That's all, folks.